There is always a first time for everything, so, dear diary, I was on a pilgrimage to Subukia. Having woken up at 3 a.m., we started our journey at 5, which was late. I was still sleepy, for I have never woken up this early to do anything except catch a flight. The other pilgrims were full of excitement, buzzing and laughing and praying. I dozed off for about an hour, and when I woke up it was daytime already, but it was super cold because we were in Naivasha, a city known for its cool and very harsh weather, but also for its salty lakes and its flamingos. I was amazed at the scenery that laid in front of me. Hills covered by clouds, making it ethereal. Anyway, dearest hot and active listener, I know most of you are waiting for Get Ready With Me being shirtless, but nope. This dear diary is supposed to explain to you the importance of a pilgrimage that I made to Subukia on Saturday. Our first stop was somewhere named as Dalamere, and it was so beautiful. The scenery was breathtaking. The sun had just started rising, but the weather was still cold as the hearts of many in the world. They went to use the washrooms. We had to pay 20 bob per person, which was somehow shocking. I explored the cafeteria, which seemed sparsely equipped with snacks. The garden was supple and green. Speaking of green, I saw a red flag, beware of monkeys. That reminded me of my ex. Such a sad story. Anyways, let bygones be bygones and let exes swing from trees. I enjoyed the beautiful scenery. The weather was still cold, so I still had to cover up. It was getting a bit chillier and chillier by the minute. Nevertheless, my ambitions still stood strong. Pure testimony of beautiful and wonderfully made out, not knowing what the pilgrimage holds in store for him. Well, let's see. The beautiful scenery prophesied that something beautiful will happen during the day, and I believed that my faith would lead me there. Speaking of faith, the pilgrims in the bus had already started getting worried because they feared that we had weighed more, but the only thing that weighed more was their sins. Professionally driven by Somak safaris, I almost left the pilgrimage to become a tourist, but no, not today, Satan. Before I continue, let me tell you a bit about Subukia and why we have decided to take a pilgrimage there. Started in 1980 by the wisdom of Pope John Paul II, who asked the CCB, Conference of Catholic Bishops, to come up with a national prayer site. Thus, the 200-acre shrine sits proudly atop of Subukia Hill. Within its environs hosts a tranquil and silent place where one can meditate and pray. And within its hearts, the miraculous water gifted to us by the Blessed Virgin Mary. As a pilgrim, I set out on this journey as a devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary, my true intercessor. I had my little faith because that is what is needed to move the mountains of my life. The miraculous water came around the year 1992. To approach these waters, one must convict him or herself from their sin. This is followed by the Stations of the Cross that you will see later. There are 14 Stations of the Cross. Each call us to meditate on the suffering Jesus went through, the sufferings that led to his ultimate demise on his cross, the salvation, release and freedom from the curse of our first parents, Adam and Eve. The waters are believed to have healing properties, blessings, and also release from family generational curses. This having an attached condition, faith. As I earlier mentioned that Mother Mary guards this water viciously. A good example is when once the Christians who went to visit the shrine that you now see had defiled the sanctity of the water, and Mother Mary made it stop and made heavy rainfall fall, chasing away the ungrateful people. By the time we had reached, I will not lie, I felt totally relieved, and here's me practicing an aria. Being relieved, I had to go and say thank you personally to Mother Mary, climbing the hill as we were doing the rosary. And reminder that the shrine and the water is not only for the Catholics, but for everyone who has faith in the power and the intercession of the Virgin Mary. As you can see already, the golden rule is maintaining silence. Sit down at the bottom of the hill doing the 14 stations of the cross. My word, was it tiresome. But tire not I did, because I had all of you in my heart. And the water we must get. Finally at the top, I was able to get next to the shrine where the water flows from. As you can see, 1,000 people have come to witness the blessing of the Virgin Mary, Mother of God. Such a beautiful sight to see many faithful around. As I went into the shrine, you may see a lot of people, but I was able to get a bit of a close-up. The statue of Mother Mary was hoisted up on the stones where the water flowed from. I'd already said my present thanksgiving and now was outside fetching the miraculous water straight from the source. Quest here was almost complete, with the last being a mass that was held at the shrine. It was such an experience that I would never trade. Having said my thanksgiving at the top of the hill where the water flowed from, I had faith that my prayer had been answered, and I decided to go down. This is me having a bit fun with my friends, of course creating content for you guys. The church area wasn't finished because they lacked funds, which heartbroke me, but at the same time created hope for me to do this video in order to raise funds for them. The details will be on my description of this video. Please share and support the miracles of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and she'll support your life too. Due to the heavy rains and traffic, we were able to reach home by 10. It was tiring, but at the same time exciting to see the city once again, though some of you hadn't gone to sleep. I could swear I saw my friends hopping to the club, even in this damning rain. But as it said, only the poor use matatus, so Mother Mary paid for us the expressway, and here we are, on the wings of expenses, going straight home. Anyways, it was fun catching up with you. I love you all, and I'll pray for you always.